We live in a world now where social media has become almost like your resume or even some kind of validating success measurement. People associate you with success depending on the amount of followers you have. And most brands won't even look at you for a sponsorship if you don't have at least 10K subs.
More.
And this is something I can tell you from personal experience. And I get it. What you say only matters depending on how many people are actually going to hear it. And the brand's job is to get that product or service in front of as many people as possible. The way they look at it is your value is based on your ability to attract and keep people's attention on a platform. Now, don't get me wrong. If you figured out how to get 1 million people to sit down and look at what you do, you absolutely deserve to be rewarded for that. But what does that mean for the rest of us? Well, as a creative, you need to be creative. The first thing we need to do is recognize the problems. The first thing is oversaturation. Technology is advancing at a rate that's becoming mind-blowing. Anyone can go and pick up a phone, download some software, and start creating content. What's worse is they can combine it with some trending templates and AI and create incredibly flashy content at a fraction of the time it used to take even 2 years ago. With that comes our second issue. Because it's quick and easy, creators are now undercutting the entry point of the industry just to make a quick dollar. Something like 10 reels and 5 shooting days a month is being valued at under $500, and this doesn't help anyone. The reason why it doesn't help is because everyone is using the same trending content, AI, music, so everyone's content hits the internet looking exactly the same.
That man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
But because it's a quick flash of dopamine, clients and creatives alike think they're getting exactly what they need. So now, as a creator to survive, you have to be a jack of all trades. You have to do real estate, events, music videos, commercials. You also need to know how to edit and be a social media specialist. And quite frankly, all you're going to do is confuse your audience and never grow in the first place. Then there's my last issue. You will not find the right clients if you're a jack of all trades. I'm sorry to tell you, this is just the reality of how it works. This is where it also becomes challenging. On one hand, you're getting undercut by somebody probably that isn't as talented but can do 10 reels in 15 minutes for $500. And on the other hand, although your work might be better, if you're doing a little bit of everything, you can't charge your worth and you just burn out.
Boy, am I tired and weak.
So how do we go about fixing this? This is where, again, creatives need to get creative. We have to think about why people are going to come to our page and probably more importantly, stay on our page. Do they just want to come and see the final content we created? Or could we create another layer for them? This is where a light bulb went off in my world. I asked myself, who do I want to engage with my content? And the answer to that was people that want to learn what I do. The next question I had to answer is, how do I help them do that? The first thing I started doing was showing my audience the behind the scenes of what it takes to create content my brand is capable of producing. I wanted to see the crew, the equipment. I wanted to see our smiles and interactions. I want them to know for a fact that what we create and the way we are creating it is not some cookie cutter mold. And of course, I do want to mix in some of the finished work we produced as well. The goal is to let them know what we do over here isn't a one-man show that's just shot on a cell phone. The next thing I decided to do was open the gates and share valuable information with my audience. This information was geared towards filmmakers that wanted to either solve an issue that they were facing or avoid an issue altogether. The crazy thing about this is there was a lot of people out there that wanted to know more but were either afraid to ask or just didn't even know how to ask. So by providing them with this information for free, instantly increased my engagement and attracted the right type of followers. The third thing I had to do was create content that makes them want to engage, share, or save what they heard from me. This one was kind of difficult because I had to figure out how to include more information without making the videos longer. The way I did this was by creating a hook with either a simple visual or by adding text to the video telling people to read the comments. The other thing I did was create a blog where people can visit, learn more about what I was talking about, and even click and sign up for the different programs or applications or whatever I was sharing with them at that time. The final step was to redirect people that actually need my services to my website where they can see my final work, learn more, or book. When people got to my website, they were able to learn everything about who we were and what we do. The students signed up for the Filmmaker Pro course, and the clients inquired about our services. This was a win-win for everyone. If we walk through the process again, it kind of looks something like this. First thing you need to do is recognize your problems. Next, you need to be real with yourself and define the type of person that you want to interact with your content. A lot of the times we say it could be any and everybody, but I promise you, if you make the content that's directed directly to somebody or a group of people, they're going to interact and be way more loyal to whatever you're putting out there. The third thing was to create content that makes them want to engage, share, and stay on your page. And then finally, direct them where you have the ability to share everything about you. For example, a website, a blog, and allow them to take the next step. I recommend looking at where you are and what you want and applying these ideas where work best for you. I promise with a little creative thinking and consistency, everything you want and need will come your way. If this video helped you in any way, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And if you want to learn more about my Filmmaker Pro course, I'll leave the link in the description below where you can get all the information and sign up for our mailing list. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I just want to say thank you again for watching. And remember to look, learn, and share. Take it easy, guys. Peace.